Blessed love to my viewers and my subscribers them. May hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful morning. Now my viewers and my subscribers, remember in everything you do, always put God first in every and any situation. Always remember to read the Bible. Always remember to pray because a prayer day keep the devil away. Now my viewers and my subscribers, sometime when you look and you see some people get fi in a like man. When you see some woman get fi in a like man, and you wonder why, what really happened, what make they not like man, and you have to say to yourself, say, I wonder what them pass through in them past life. You have some terrible man out there, viewers and subscribers, where do some terrible things, You understand me and say to the female viewers and subscribers, and they must live with that for the rest of them life, You understand? Now my viewers and my subscribers, we have a story to share with you, But before we get into this story, my viewers and my subscribers, I would appreciate if you all would leave a like on this video. Please get this video to 1,000 likes. You understand me? I say give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you're a new viewers, first time on my channel, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell so whenever we drop new content, you will be first to be notified. Also, share the content and leave your opinion down below in the comment section. Make we run the intro and come back.
Yo, Dancehall Royalty Review TV. Drop the bad review them, no man. You know, see, you always drop the bad review them, People, remember to subscribe and like.
People, remember to subscribe and like. So welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers. Big up to all my new viewers, my new subscribers them. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the community. Big up to all of my loyal viewers, my loyal subscribers them. We continually like my content, I share my content, I comment, I participate whenever I drop a new video. Enough love, enough respect, heart of love. I appreciate it. You understand me? I say big up on yourself.
So good morning to you, Dancehall Royalty Reviews family. Welcome back to the channel. This morning we have for you a very tragic story, and in this there is a trigger warning for those of you who have experienced or been through sexual abuse. So if you know that you've been a victim or you know a victim and this is something that will trigger you, I advise you not to watch this video. So this is a night of terror, and this is an experience that a mother has been through. All through the tense drive that dark night, she thought that she and her two daughters would be killed and dumped by the 3 GUN men who had kidnapped them after church. But while the women were not MURDERED, what the criminals did to them was akin to death, if not worse. I was coming from church. I didn't expect that. They came up on us so sudden. The way they do it, to me it was planned. I realized it was planned in the midst of them holding up us at one point. I was traumatized. But as a Christian, I was telling the guys, why you have to do this? Take what you want and let us out. But they refused, the St. Catherine mother reported in a recent interview. The woman said, while ignoring her pleas that they take their earthly possessions and release them, the 3 men, one of whom has since been held and is awaiting sentencing, also quieted her attempts to call on God for help. So the lady, who is a Christian, was going through a tragic time in her life with her 2 daughters, and she called on her Savior. She was trying to call on her Savior, people. And these men, these monsters, were trying to quiet her. They were trying to quiet her from pleas to her Savior. But continuing with the story. One of them was saying, if you say it one more time, if you call it one more time, I realized something about criminal RAPISTS. They hype up themselves with DRUGS. I figured that they were HIGH. The one they held on to, Everton Bennett, who was tried in the gun court earlier this month. I mean him right, man. But to me, it seems like he SMOKED before the incident. The next two were giving me argument, some wicked argument too. She reported, when they drive and turn in the bushes, I say, God, you are going to make them kill me. You are going to make them KILL me pitney. And me I said, God, you have to deliver me and me pitney tonight. I was saying, God, is this the way I'm going to end it? Because you have spoken so much words over us and we don't see the manifestation yet. So what is this happening? The still hurting mother reported, more than a year and a half after the dreadful ordeal. Moments later, the KIDDNAPPERS car, now her prison. She watched helplessly, almost mute, as the three criminals, their plan fully on display, took turns raping her two daughters, her only offspring. Imagine. She had to sit and watch people. She had to sit and watch these monsters, these criminals have their way with her daughters, her children, the children that she gave birth to. She had to watch these monsters have their way with them. Can you imagine that? And she's supposed to just sit there quietly and watch. She was so helpless. Imagine how she felt being helpless to saving her children from such an experience. Imagine how the children felt, her daughters. Imagine how they felt going through this, being raped by three monsters who took their turns. Imagine that. Continuing with the story. They took them outside and all of that. They threatened me at GUN point not to come out of the car. And for a mother sitting and watching, I am telling you, it is an experience. It's not like something you're used to. You didn't see it on a shelf and say, pick it up. It wasn't a good sight to sit and watch that before you. You feel like your whole life just shatter. She said, searching for words to describe the scene still trapped in her memory. Things was going through my head as a mother. I was just remembering all that God has promised us in the midst of all those acts. I couldn't scream out. I couldn't shout out, thief, M0th3r. None of that, she said of the torturous experience. She said the GUN men, after finishing their callous act, returned with her daughters to the vehicle and released them some distance away. That release, she said, was also laced with terror. When they let us off, I think they were going to SHOOT us. He, Bennett, told us to run and not look back, with the GUN in his hand. It was traumatizing. It shaped me in a way that I don't know. I don't know how I'm still saying, "Oh God, keep me," she told this reporter. Fueled by survival instincts, they fled into the night and into the hands of a good Samaritan who assisted them to the police. The memory of that night, however, still haunts the mother who said her daughters became Christians because of her witness while they were in high school. Asked what she said to them about that night, the mother said, "Me not tell no lie. Me tell them say God have that battle, and what the enemy did, he is going to pay for it. He has to pay. Whether God allowed it to happen or not, they're still going to pay for it." As for her, I forgive them, but it take a while for me to forgive them. It's not an easy thing to get over. It mess up minds, it mess up lives. It mess up your going in and coming out. It mess up the church. It shake the church because of a normal situation and it's not easy to deal with, she said. She said, her faith in God, she said, has not been lessened. The mother, who since that incident has met other girls younger than her daughters who have been in a similar way, said she has shared words of encouragement with them from a place of understanding brought on by experience. She, in the meantime, confessed that she has mixed feelings about Bennett's guilty plea. When I heard he pleaded guilty, I wasn't 100% satisfied. I was looking for him to bring down the next two. I don't know if they are alive out there doing the same thing, she reported. Bennett, who was the main aggressor in the matter, pleaded guilty to a 17-count indictment charging him with multiple counts of rape, forcible abduction, robbery with aggravation, and illegal possession of firearm in relation to the 2 young women and other 2 females. He is to be sentenced on December 15th. The court was told that between February 8 and 10, 2021, Bennett and other men traveling in a silver Toyota M0th3r and armed with handguns forcibly abducted the women in the Bogwalk, Point Hill, and Spanish Town areas of St. Catherine. The men robbed the women of their property and then raped them. One of the victims memorized the registration plate of the vehicle, and an investigation was launched by the Center for Investigation and Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse in St. Catherine North, which led to Bennett's arrest. Prosecutors are hoping that Bennett, who pleaded guilty under a plea agreement, will be sentenced to no less than 21 years at hard labor. One investigator with whom the interviewer spoke said similar offenses had been carried out by the men, affecting several other women who, for several reasons, did not press charges. Speaking of her willingness and that of her daughters to see the case through to the end, the mother said, "Me decide me I go forward. Me nah let no fear grip me. Maybe other young girls, it happened to them and they cannot speak about it. But we are the ones who are going to speak out." I said, "God, you can't have them out there targeting other young girls. When I look and see how much other persons, plus some don't report, it's like you put on an event like a stage show and it's happening over and over. God have to shut him down." The prosecution, led by attorney Hodine Williams, had planned on calling 19 witnesses had the matter gone to trial. Forensic evidence, in addition to the testimonies of the women, helped sink Bennett, who, in August 2020, had reported that his motor vehicle had been stolen and voluntarily gave a DNA sample to the police. After the forensics lab completed its analysis of samples related to the 4 men, Bennett was confirmed to be the source of the male DNA found in the semen obtained from the SAFE kit concerning the respective complaints. Bennett was represented by attorney at law Alexander Shaw. So people, hearing this story, it was a very tragic experience for those 3 women, the mother and her daughters. And hearing that it was basically a cycle that was being done over and over again by Bennett.